So I think we're going to head to Nar Shaddaa next, but before we do that, we have to talk to everyone in the world, because everyone in the world wants to speak to me, as always.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
And yes, I have, and yes, you have come with answers, I sure hope.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I don't know. What have you not answered for me yet? Oh, you taught me of sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this: do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
My ability to perceive the environment. No. My ability to heal others.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
The rest of them. Demolitions, understanding explosives, even though I was in the war.
Then my task before you is this: take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Very well, I shall take this lesson to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
Very well. I had other questions. I'll think on this and return when my weakest skill is stronger. Influence gained, Kreia. So I don't know if they changed it for the modded version of this, but it used to be that you can just come back to her immediately and say, yeah, no, I know what I'm doing now.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Indeed I do. Want you to teach me more about the Force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Before, when you taught me to listen, I wish to continue that lesson. Yes.
Very well. Sit with me. You have brushed the surface thoughts of another. It is a start. Calm yourself. This time, silence your own thoughts. Keep them still.
That's easy.
Imagine the waters of the room of 1,000 fountains, each stream suddenly falling silent and still. Imagine the ice of Telos, cold and smooth as it gathers upon the plateau. Now, stretch out. Feel the ship around you. Strip away the metal and see the souls and minds of those that fill its corridors with more thoughts and dreams and worries than can fill the space of this ship.
This is from the mod, I'm pretty sure.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
How could the Jedi leave the Republic? Was it because of the Civil War? Is it possible that they...
Switch the face of the +1 -1 card. The totals are 9-10. Switch the face of the +2 -2 card. The total is 8-11. Switch.
Your command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar,
Switch the face of the +1
I shall
-1
not
card.
fear,
The totals are
for
9-10.
in fear
Switch the face of the +2
Your command
-2
echoes
card.
still,
The
General,
total is 8
and I obey,
Switch.
as I did at Malachor.
The sound in the background. What is it?
Not now. Focus on my voice.
Malachor.
Now do you hear me? Truly hear me.
Malachor. I hear you. This is incredible.
You have taken the first steps on a much longer road, exile.
What about the droids?
The droids cannot be read in such a way. As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many translations in meaning. Often it is better to read their impulses and images than their spoken thoughts. That is why he is deaf to you. I have found his impulses are cold like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
Well, I heard something from him.
Indeed. It is strange that I did not.
Maybe it is because I know him better. I served with him after all.
Perhaps. I would not put much weight on such things.
There was also something wrong with Aten's thoughts. I mean, I think we all knew that, but thought I'd point it out.
Of course there was. It is because Aten was not playing Pazak, yet he counts cards in his head.
He's a goddamn cheater.
At times he will list off engine sequencers, memorize the hyperspace routes on the other side of the galaxy, count the ticking in the power couplings, even though they are fixed. At other times, he will imagine certain base lusts, certain indignities.
Oh, Aten.
It may be Aten is far cleverer than he feigns to be. Or perhaps he is simply a fool.
Possibly both. Never mind, I'll be going now. Maximum force points increased.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
That's also not the conversation that I wanted to do, but let's see.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Let's see. Okay, so I think they fixed it where I actually have to go increase my demolition skill and then come back. Before, when I heard the thoughts of my companions, I heard something. Like an echo.
Ah, I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. Now is not the time to speak of this. Wait until you have more of the galaxy within you, and we shall speak again.
Fine. Alright, let's go speak to everyone else, because I'm pretty sure I have more influence with Visas now. I have more conversations to have with the Disciple, so kind of just want to talk to pretty much everyone I can before we set off for Nar Shaddaa.
My life for yours.
No, we've been over this already. I wanted to teach you some of the forms I've learned.
I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings.
Gross. Visas has learned the Xian...
I understand now. Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you.
Alright, that's great. I only taught you to make you stronger, not to serve me.
I do not understand, but the choice is mine whether you permit it or not.
Fair enough.
I will answer what I can.
Alright, that's it.
My life for yours.
No, I get it, no. I wanted to teach you some of the techniques I've learned in my travels. Actually, you know what? I mean, does it even matter, really?
I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me.
Affect mind ability. Okay. So that's how I teach her force powers. Okay, that's awesome. That's new. That is from the mod, definitely, because I had never seen that before. Hey, Disciple, how's it going?
I have studied the holorecord of your trial. I am unsure what to make of it. I must confess that I was searching for some meaning beyond the records. A reason for why one would leave the Order.
I mean, I was exiled, that's why.
Yes, but exile is rare, and I have found it is not really something that the Order can enforce. Believe it or not, it was really your choice.
You saw the record, there was no choice. It was a sentence.
I don't think so. Perhaps some of them felt strongly about your sentence, but I think something else concerned them. Again, the choice to turn away was yours, not theirs.
Are you sure I don't know? You look familiar. More so than before.
You are correct. I am afraid I have not been entirely open with you concerning my past. If I look familiar, it is because we have met before, at the Enclave on Dantooine, many years ago.
Oh.
As on Coruscant, Force-sensitive children are taken to Dantooine as well, though it is done rarely and only with those they believe are destined to become Jedi Knights. It is the secret nature of the place. If you are not chosen by a master when you have come of age, however, then the path of the Jedi is denied to you. I met you on Dantooine, long ago, briefly.
10 minutes.
You taught us how to move within the Force and see it flow within others. How to see it in the behaviors of others and use that sight to achieve truth. It is difficult to explain the difference between you and Master Vrook, but I think it is because he was knowledgeable, but not a leader, not a mentor. You were different. We could all feel it. And I knew that if I were to have a master, I would want it to be you. And then you went to war. Many Jedi went to war, and the Jedi Masters proclaimed that you were Jedi no longer. Atris, the mistress of the archives, was first among them. I knew at that moment that if you would no longer be a Jedi, then you must be correct. I realized I did not want to be a Jedi. Instead, I wished to follow your path. And in any event, there was no one to train me, even if I wished it. They all went to war, as I grew past the age of acceptance.
Wait, so how much... So I'm supposed to be older than him? By what, like 10 years, I'm guessing, maybe? He doesn't look younger than me, though. But the Force, the path of the Jedi. You abandoned it, so you turned away from the Jedi, the Force. Because of me?
It is possible to forget the Force, you know. If you have not felt it strongly enough, then there is little to miss. But I never felt the Force as strongly as I did when I was with you.
Alright.
And so I decided to serve the Republic, study the Jedi teachings, gather them perhaps. It was important to me to understand the Jedi now that they were gone. I felt some part of you should be preserved, so that your lessons would not be lost.
Dude's hitting on me, that's very weird. I'm sorry that my leaving for war had such consequences on your future. It was not my intention to leave, but I had to.
Perhaps. I still harbor doubts about the path I walked.
I could train you to feel the Force again. Yeah, I could train you.
It is not time, if there ever is a time.
It's always time. If you were once a Jedi, what are you doing for the Republic then?
I am on a diplomatic mission. I am one of several tasked with attempting to contact any remaining Jedi and convince them to return to the Republic.
Why did they choose you?
I know something of the Jedi. I have studied them for a good portion of my life, and now that they are gone, such studies are even more important.
Have you had any luck?
I do not think it is a matter of luck or chance, only my own inability to find them. While the Enclave trained me for many things, I am afraid that the life of a bounty hunter was not among them. I suspect my turning away from the Force is also a hindrance in such cases. I imagine the Jedi would be easier to find if I still maintained my connections to the Force.
Don't worry, it's not that easy. I have my connection, and I'm still having trouble here. I found one. Technically two, if you count Atris. Do you know what happened to the Jedi? I have found one of the lost Jedi.
You have? Where have they gone? And why?
They seem to have scattered over the past few years across various planets. It's as if they went into exile.
Like you? Curious. It is unlike the Jedi to vanish when the Republic is in need of them, and the Republic is more in need of them now than ever.
I think they've gone in search of what made the rest of the lost Jedi vanish.
And what was that? Do you know?
I think they are being hunted, and they are hunting me as well. I believe Sith assassins have been stalking the Jedi, murdering them one by one. No, they are being hunted.
Perhaps the Sith have learned from Malak's defeat and have chosen a different tactic. It is like them to strike from the shadows. This has Revan's mark in things.
I'm pretty sure Revan, redeemed himself. Don't nod. Don't agree with him.
Yes, but there is much of Revan's legacy that was not undone in the Jedi Civil War. I suspect these assassins are one of them. Master Vandar spoke of these assassins in the council chambers. They were used before large assaults on planets and Jedi to weaken them.
Oh, hey, I wasn't done talking. What are you doing?
Yes? Is something wrong?
You didn't even say goodbye to me. What are you doing?
At times, I meditate, simply close my eyes and listen. It is quite calming. I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins.
Yeah, keep walking away from me like that and we're gonna have another crisis on our hands. Can you teach me to meditate?
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Also, he was totally hitting on me before. I'm just gonna say that. If you have recovered Force points and a one-time bonus to your FP Force points through meditation, you can meditate with the Disciple at any time if no enemies are nearby.
I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins.
You're repeating yourself. I had other questions.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
You? Questions? Tell me about your training on Dantooine. Because did that not give me any influence with them? That whole other conversation I had? Really?
Many Jedi went to go fight in the Mandalorian Wars, and few returned. To their disciples left behind on Dantooine, on Coruscant, there were few masters to train them. I was one such student. Perhaps not as strong in the Force as the others, but it really did not matter. The teachers left behind were few. Only a few students were accepted as the Mandalorian Wars raged on, and when I came of age, there were no masters left to train me. So I was forced to leave the Order, to seek my path elsewhere. It was for the best, I think. I had begun to have doubts, and I think the Masters were aware of them.
He's really a lot taller than me, but he's like 10 years younger than me, I'm pretty sure. Do you blame the Jedi who left? Do you blame me?
Never. I have seen you, traveled with you. My life was mine, not chained to yours.
I'm sorry if my leaving ruined your chances of becoming a Jedi Knight.
Your apologies are not needed or warranted. I chose not to follow the Jedi, and the choice was my own.
Other questions?
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
I just want to know if you'll be a Jedi for me. What are you doing for the Republic? Tell me about the Republic. What do you know about Force bonding?
A Force bond? What do you mean?
Oh no, we already had that conversation. Influence gained. Alright. So, one last time
Yes?
with him.
Is something wrong?
I just want to see if I can ask him.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
Please be a Jedi.
I think you are right.
Yes!
It is time.
Damn
I have
right I
watched you.
am.
You have become strong in the Force again. But that is not all. You have achieved a center in the chaos around us, and I have felt it. My master, the one intended for me, left to fight in the Mandalorian Wars.
This is creepy.
Now she has returned. And I ask her now if she will train me in the ways of the Force.
Get off your knees. We're not getting married. Do not bow to me. That will be your first lesson as a Jedi.
The one who was to be my master was lost at Malachor 5.
So it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight, what I meant to be.
Then let us meditate and open ourselves to the Force. Silence, my brothers. Imagine the initial teachings of the Jedi. Your first steps within the Enclave. Remember the wind among the plains of Dantooine, the feel of life around you. Think of what you felt when our paths crossed again. And at last, see the galaxy through the Force. The disciple has taken his first steps on the path of a Jedi Consular. He will grow in ability as he travels with you and learns what you know of the Force. Okay, very good. And now we can get him all situated as a Jedi. Once I get to him, there we go. So, I don't have any robes for him. That's fine. Do I have another lightsaber? I do. Oh, he needs to be a Jedi, so let's... Alright, I'll have to level him up. So we'll just take him with us on Nar Shaddaa. Get him leveled up, he'll be a Jedi. Make that all easy, easy peasy. Oop, let's talk to Bao-Dur first, see if he has anything to say, and then Aten, and then Nar Shaddaa. Oh, Nar Shaddaa, you crazy, crazy planet.
Yes, General?
How you doing? Nope, nothing you want to talk about? Alright. See ya. He doesn't even say goodbye to me when I'm done speaking with him. What kind of friend is he? Alright, Aten, let's talk about your counting cards in your head and whatnot. How you doing?
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
I feel as if I'm more in touch with the Force than I ever have been. It's hard to explain, but with everything that's happening, I feel at peace.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
I had some questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Oh, damn it. Can I not... did I not... Do I not have that conversation option because I didn't say to Kreia, I should check on Aten's Pizak game? Huh, didn't realize you had to do that. Like, I figured once I knew about Aten's goddamn card counting and whatnot that I could just initiate that conversation with him.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Can I repeat that question from before? No, I can't. Alright. Let's initiate the conversation with Aten one last time, see if he'll discuss it. If not, then we'll just move on, and that's unfortunate because that would have been a nice little way to get some experience with him. There's other ways, of course, so we'll just kind of see how that goes.
Something up?
Oh, here we go. Alright, I just had to initiate a different conversation. Aten, why do you play Pazak in your head?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
There are no ticks in the power coupling. It's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
You're not making any sense. He's frowning, but I can't see it behind the helmet.
Why do I play Pazak? Alright, I'll show you.
Let's play. Ooh, we get to sit down now and play the game. This is new too. I like it. I like the animation too. This is good. Oh, I actually have to play him? Damn it, I did not. Alright, no, this never happened before. Alright. Let's just do some of this, some of that, some of this, and some of that. Yes, these are the only cards I have, so. Alright. I'm going to do +2, sure. And turn. I'm at 16. Oh, here we go, let's do. Alright. Set is tied. Alright. Ah, I win the set. There we go. Okay. Ah, damn it. Alright, this is gonna be... Nope. Alright, I lose this round. It's all tied up now. Okay. Oh, if I do +6, then I'll get to 19. Let's do that and stand. Ah! Screw you, Aten. Come on. I'm gonna lose, just watch. Yep. You have lost. You've been defeated.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
Well, Pazak, of course, the game. Where am I? I'm not even sitting on anything. I'm just sitting on the floor. You can see the cards in my hands. I'm just kind of like staring up at the ceiling. I was trying to compute the totals to 20.
Right. And that's why I play Pazak in my head. Because if you don't, you've left the door open, and anyone could walk right in.
You play Pazak to shield your thoughts. Aten, before, I felt your mind with Krea's help. I'm sorry.
Of course you did. You see, Jedi, light or dark, do it, more often than you'd think. But I never heard one say they were sorry before. That's a new house rule.
You play Pazak to shield your thoughts.
No, I play Pazak in my head. But while I'm doing that, it's a lot harder for someone to walk in.
Can you teach me to shield my thoughts?
No. I can only teach you to play Pazak. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Then I want to learn to play Pazak.
Good. Now you understand. Alright, I'll deal then.
Are you playing
If
again?
you're ever fighting
Okay,
someone
good.
who has the power over your mind, whether light or dark, play Pazak. Start listing hyperspace routes, recite engine sequencers, and when they try to use their powers on you, suddenly it's not as easy as they thought. Because you'll be right here with me, playing Pazak, where they can't reach you.
Aten has taught you to play Pazak in your head as a way of resisting mental dominance. You have gained a permanent +1 to your willpower saves. Very good. And now... Ooh, influence gained. Does he have any other conversations that we can initiate? Let's go find out, everyone.
Something up?
Had some questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Nothing. Never mind. Not enough influence. I gotcha. So let's go to That's Dantooine, Onderon, Nar Shaddaa, travel.
Well, here we are, the Smugglers Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What's Nar Shaddaa?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nar Shaddaa's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
It might take longer than that for some of us.
Ooh.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Beodur should start a circus.
Ouch.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
Can we all just get along, please? How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the Refugee Sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
You sound like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
What's the Refugee Sector?
Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
So there's a lot of ex-soldiers here on Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
Wonderful. Let's take the Ebonhawk in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the Refugee Sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
The fact that he says that it just means that everyone's gonna find us here. Aten, don't jinx us like that. Oh boy, welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Look at all these tall buildings here. I know I've said it before, but I really wish that one of the Knights of the Old Republic games had taken place on Coruscant, just because I love giant cities, and Nar Shaddaa was essentially the largest city you get across the two games. I guess there's always Taris in one, but still. Ooh. What do we have here? It's a very nice ship. Like a yacht almost. Space yacht.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the Smugglers Moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendumu moparamakawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamakcha.
Taranamo sibu indasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu es frektonatada beer mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa javaskobo subjob rigiso carvenokso mochitosa sagrindeyo kichuno cada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanare.
She called me beautiful.
Tahupo botenya go jucho picha gwem taba ni sochu norotoga proto lala shishi jubadosa jibacha ratak mansan tokosha na chitola.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Doveri nincha yonona shitasa chuch. Doveri nincha yonona shitasa chuch. Gole rosodish. Ranta kras mobas.
Leave my companions alone. They haven't done anything. Except, have their minds read by me, which is always... Well, it's bad for them, not for me necessarily.
The beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
Gross.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Look at that backdrop.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad? The Ebon Hawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure. Most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on.
Oh.
Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
All right, you think. All right, let's move on.
All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
The bar.
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
I'm just looking for a place to lay low. I wouldn't mind getting some new equipment. If Zez Kael is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're going to search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
All right, let's see where our path takes us.
All right, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Junk, you're lucky my ship's gracing your trash heap.
Huh? My trash heap? Fine, land there. My trash heap's all that's keeping your ship from making the final plunge. And trust me, it won't be long in coming, I promise you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Alright, so let's take Aten, since he knows the area, and the Disciple, since I want to level him up. So let's just start with that at the very least, because I do want to get the Disciple leveled up, because now he's a Jedi. Attributes, let's do Wisdom. Skills, let's do Treat Injury. And Awareness. Feats. Alright, those are good to have. Let's give him Improved Flurry. Powers, ooh, to start him off, let's start with something basic, I guess, like Stun. Oh, he has one other power, so let's do Stun Droid. Except, Let's give him a lightsaber. Wait, why can't he use this lightsaber? Oh, usable by... Wait, usable by Mitra Surik. Oh, is that the lightsaber with... Oh, right. I think that's the lightsaber I have to equip. Why don't I have a lightsaber equipped? That's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I'll stick to using just one lightsaber for now, I think. Okay. Actually, I'm going to switch my party out. I want to take Visas, and I guess we'll keep the Disciple for now. Ooh, look at that beautiful lightsaber right there. And it's all mine. I'm going to save, and I'm also going to keep an eye out for any HK50s, because I do need to... I always forget how to spell Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa. 2 A's, not 3. Keep an eye out for any HK50s, then I'll have to switch HK47 into my party, because the way it works is he has to encounter 3 sets of HK50s in order to progress that quest line.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
What do you guys have against humans? What's going on here? Exchange business? I won't let you hurt that man. Stand away from him. Oh boy, now they want to murder me. I see how it is. Alright. Light side points gained. Go figure. Oh, come on. You got him. You got him. Goddamn thugs. Power attack. There you go. Nice. Sir, you're safe.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
I couldn't stand by and let them hurt you. Why were they hunting you?
Well, they work for the Exchange. For a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
His voice seems a bit off. He doesn't sound like an old man. Where can I find him?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, there's something off about his voice. It doesn't sound like it's necessarily part of the base game. Maybe I'm just... I don't know. I was glad to help. You better head out before you run into any more trouble.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
No problem. Let's check the remains, see what he's got. 1 credit. Lovely. Hello there.
Spare a few credits, friend?
I can, in exchange for some information.
Alright. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know.
Tell me about the refugee sector.
This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up.
The Jedi didn't do this, the Sith did. Why are the refugees here?
A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out, unless you want to become a hired muscle for the Exchange, or work in a Hutt slave camp.
I don't want to do either of those. I'm not going to bring up the Jedi I'm looking for. That sounds like a horrible idea.
Friend, you did promise some credits in exchange for information.
Of course, here's 5 credits.
Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything.
Ooh, I'd appreciate that.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
Aw, what a nice guy.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Sure, here's 5 credits.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
No worries.
Why did you do such a thing?
Uh-oh.
Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
Ooh, free sand. If I may help him? Oh, it may help him. If nothing else, but to survive. Nothing is set as long as there is hope. There is the chance for redemption every day.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
You cannot know that. Does your pessimism run that deep?
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target.
Uh-oh. You have 5 credits. I ought to kick the shit out of you. No, I don't. What are you talking about? No, I know you got 5 credits.
Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer.
Give me those 5 credits.
And perhaps in the end,
Why'd you
all
do
you
this?
have wrought is more pain.
No.
And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Ooh, and I gained influence, even though Alright, good, because usually she just yells at you and she says, "You're a horrible person." I'm like, well, not really, no.
And what did she want?
Not much. Just answers to some questions.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm right here, lady. Where'd she go? Hey, refugee, I heard you. I was standing right here. What do we have? Airspeeder navigation interface. Yes, I'm gonna need that. Well, I don't need it, but I want it. Oh, hello there, TT-32. 32nd maintenance assistant model to be employed by my master. 32nd model. Oh god. Explosive ends. Or of shutdown. Alright, explosive ends. Many accidents have occurred here in the garage, and sometimes when equipment... Oh, alright, I don't have time to read it. Accidents are infrequent. Master Tien is truly a craftsman. You said you were the 32nd version? Oh, no, we already had that conversation. Sorry. Can I... Oh, metal box. Don't mind if I do. What's in... What are you... Nope. Go to the metal box. Just stop freaking out, Mitra Surik. No seizures today. No, please. Insight implant. Pure Kunda lens. Ooh, a lens. Do I have a lens on my lightsaber yet? I honestly don't know.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tunna. Dai rinto ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terache wemenoto torere senesenten.
His face is so shiny.
Remina ke lorakto guru katada. Fiatora pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu debitarana chenirara.
Can you change a ship's ID transponder codes? I came here to do business. What is this place? Business.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tunna. Dai rinto ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terache wemenoto torere senesenten.
I'm looking for equipment and parts.
Docentaurin, Gele resonto shenig rexi contunso des junkaratata.
Man, he's excited.
Gerinto runto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsadara nane gra delonuta choloren.
Any parts or equipment I can buy? Good, because I want to sell some stuff. Droid upgrade slot. Alright, nothing there that I really want. Show sell list. Back in a second, I'm just going to sell some random junk that I don't need. Alright, sweet. And I have a lot of credits now. 21,000 credits. Jesus, I think that's the most credits I've ever had by this point in the game. Although I can't honestly remember. Let me check the workbench real quick because I want to upgrade my lightsaber a little bit because I did not have a lens that I want to use before. Attack modifier +1. Blaster bolt deflection +2. Hell yes, thank you. None there. Alright. Assemble. Nice. And I'll have to get some robes for the Disciple at some point, rather than his heavy armor. Use security on this little box right here, don't mind if I do. That's right. 238 credits? Alright, not bad. Keeping an eye out for the HK50s because I want HK47 with me for when I encounter them. I don't see any, so that's always good. Hello there, sir. You're standing right here.
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Uh-oh. What makes you think the ship is yours?
It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
If you can prove the ship is yours, I'll give it back to you. No, I'm not gonna give it back to him. If you can prove the ship is yours, I'll give it back to you. Fine. Is it yours?
The registry's 34 P7JK.
Damn it.
It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters.
Oh, he knows.
She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
Well, can I buy the ship from you?
No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs.
Well, you're not taking that ship.
We'll see about that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place.
I've got a lot of companions on there. Not exactly worried. Now I know there's a secret compartment, so that's always good too. Just still keeping an eye out. Oh wait, no. The HK50s won't attack me because I can't get attacked on smugglers on the moon. On the surface, so I'm all set, I guess. Alright. I walked up to him and didn't talk to him at all. I want to see what's going on.
Disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
Oh no. Krea's reading my mind again. I feel this background noise, like a vibration.
It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare.
The sound, the vibration is so tense.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force, their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life.
But the anger and desperation, is there some way to heal it? The sound, the vibration is strange. Tense.
Strange? Perhaps. Perhaps not. It is but the vibration of minds driven by life's struggles. The struggle to feed, to take, to mate, to fight. It is the way of things. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
This feeling, how long can I feel these echoes around me?
For as long as it lasts. Like life, such waking moments within the Force are rare, waiting for the right moment when the critical point is struck and the sound rises. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.